beauties, it's Brittany. Welcome to my channel today. I want to talk about books. I have a New Year's goal of reading 2 books a month, which I have made before, but I'm off to a better start than I have been in the past. It's funny because if you would have asked my high school and even early college self if I liked reading, my answer would be that I did not like it. I read very slowly. It's just who I am. But in my adult life, I have learned to love books because I've realized that you get to choose what books you want to read. So much of my school was like, read this and then write about it, and I did not want to read that. But now that I get to choose what books I want to read, it feels so liberating and exciting. So I finished 2 books in January, and I'm going to share with you what those books are, and then talk to you about what is on my list for February. I wanted to start off January pretty light, so I asked my best friend, who her favorite author is Nicholas Sparks, what she would recommend, and she let me borrow The Lucky One. I really enjoyed this book. I definitely immerse myself in a lot of true crime, murder mystery stuff, podcasts, books, and I feel like I also need to start to intertwine more lighthearted things so that I can have more balance in my life. So I included this in my January reading, and I really enjoyed it. It was super quick and easy to read. Definitely just your typical Nicholas Sparks love story. It's also a movie, so I watched the movie after I finished the book. It was just kind of a nice, easy way to go into the year with something a little romantic. A lot of talk about hot summer sun, which was nice in the midst of all of this cold, snowy weather. The premise is a U.S. Marine finds a photograph while he is in Iraq, and it is kind of his lucky charm, and then it is his mission later on to find the woman in the photograph, and it's kind of his journey and all of that. I don't want to give anything away. If you're like me, if a book is recommended, what I will do is not read anything about it, and I will just immerse myself in it and not try to spoil anything for myself. So thank you, Melissa, for lending this to me. I really enjoyed it. Let me know your favorite Nicholas Sparks or romantic kind of book in the comments down below, because I definitely want to incorporate those, maybe every other month or so. Now, the next one is, this book holds such a place in my heart now. This is Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell. This was recommended by Kayla Nicholson here on YouTube that I love and watch every time she uploads. This book is literally changing my life. I feel so inspired after reading this. As you can see, I tabbed things in this book and highlighted things. I actually purchased the Work Your Light Oracle card deck, which I've been doing every morning with my tarot reading. And this book is just so incredibly inspiring. I picked a quote from this as my quote of the year, which I talked about in my goals video. Have that listed down below. I've been uploading a lot recently, and her writing is just so incredibly beautiful, so spot on. Let me just find a random page and read a quote to you. I also really liked the fact that there were workbook style things in here, make a list of 5 people that inspire you, or if I wasn't afraid to do what would I do? So this is a beautiful one. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They open and show their beauty regardless. And that's kind of about not dimming your light for people that you might come across in your life. So this, along with all of the yoga that I've been doing this month, really has helped me just feel so good about life, and I highly, highly recommend Light is the New Black. I will read it again and again. So that is my January reading. I'm so proud of myself that I actually got 2 done, and it's not February yet when I'm filming this video, and I'm off to a good start with my February reads. First up is The Child Finder. Now this is a murder mystery style novel, which the one that I read right before The Lucky One was Sharp Objects. I read that in November, December. Highly recommend that, and the show is amazing. So this is definitely more of a heavy book, but it's also very, as you might be able to see from the cover, snow mountain based kind of thing, location-wise. And like I said, since it is a blizzard going on, it's kind of really getting me in that cozy mood. The premise is that there is a woman who is the child finder who is looking for a missing child, and it's kind of her backstory as well as the current situation of the girl that is missing and the present of her, the child finder, looking for that girl. There's some complexity to it because there's a few different timelines and, you know, introductions of new people along the way, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And I think that I got this at Barnes & Noble just kind of like on a whim one day. It was on sale, I think, and I just kind of grabbed it and went with it, and I'm enjoying it. Next is a book that I've actually listened to and am now reading the physical copy, and it is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, and I've already started adding my little tabs to the front of this book here. It's a fantastic, you know, self-empowerment, self-improvement style book. And what I'm trying to do is I'll read something like these that are like those kind of self-help-ish style books. And then something like kind of fiction, you know, like a love thing or a murder mystery or whatever the case might be. But adding those two contrasting styles, I feel like, again, gives me that good balance. And what I'm reading super duper slowly, because I will read like a chapter, if that, every time I pick up my books to read. It is Hot Glue Gun Mess by Mr. Kate, and this one's just like fun. It's just about her life, little stories from her life, and then at the end of each story she will accompany it with like some kind of DIY thing. I have not done any of the DIYs, but it's really fun just to kind of get myself out of my own head and hear a fun, witty story, and then that kind of creative aspect at the end. So again, having that balance of not being too serious with the self-improvement stuff, not getting too deep into any kind of murder mystery or love story, and kind of having this lighthearted bio style book, which I love having the three of them together. A lot of people might think I'm crazy for reading three at once, but I need good balance in my life, and this is kind of helping bring me there. Well, there are 10 other months in the year that I don't have books for yet, so please leave your recommendations in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you recommend, why you recommend it, maybe a little bit about what it's about. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to support this channel, please click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, check out my recent uploads if you haven't watched them, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. Happy reading, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.